Since we were little, we've all been told one simple truth: eat more vegetables and you'll live a long, healthy life. It's a belief almost everyone holds. Vegetables are always good and never harmful. But what if I told you that, after 60, some of the very vegetables you've trusted your whole life could quietly start working against your body? Not because they've turned toxic, but because your body has changed. I've seen this countless times in my practice. A kind, silver-haired patient walks in, proudly saying, "Doctor, I eat salads every night. I drink fresh juice. I take all my vitamins." And yet one morning, they wake up dizzy. Their words slur. One arm feels weak. Confused and frightened, they ask, "Why? I did everything right." The truth is, aging changes the entire rulebook of nutrition. The kidneys slow down, blood thickens, arteries lose their elasticity. Even the foods that once healed you at 40 can become a burden at 70. Imagine this. You sit down for dinner with a plate of fresh greens, maybe spinach, a few slices of tomato, some corn. You finish feeling light and satisfied, ready for a peaceful night's sleep. But while you rest, your body quietly shifts. You lose water, calcium crystallizes, or certain plant compounds interact with your medication. By morning, blood flow slows, the heart strains, and your body no longer feels as steady as before. Does that mean you should stop eating vegetables? Absolutely not. Nature has never been the enemy. Ignorance has. What I'm about to share isn't meant to scare you, but to help you understand your body better. When you truly understand how it changes over time, you can eat smarter, safer, and still enjoy every bite you love. So stay with me. Let's explore which everyday vegetables can quietly raise your stroke risk overnight, and more importantly, how to enjoy them safely. Because growing older doesn't mean giving up life's pleasures, it means learning to understand them more deeply. 1. Tomatoes have long been seen as the symbol of a healthy diet, light, fresh, and full of nutrients. But after 60, even this friendly fruit can act differently inside the body. Tomatoes belong to the Nightshade family and contain compounds like solanine and histamine. When you're young, they help fight inflammation. But as your blood vessels and nerves become more fragile, these same compounds can narrow arteries or trigger dizziness, especially when eaten late at night. Their natural acidity can also disturb your body's mineral balance, lowering calcium and magnesium, two elements that keep your heart and muscles steady. The good news? You don't need to give them up. Enjoy tomatoes at lunch, cook them lightly to reduce acidity, and pair them with magnesium-rich foods like spinach or pumpkin seeds. Eaten the right way, tomatoes remain a loyal friend to your heart and mind. Number 2, spinach. Spinach has always been praised as one of the healthiest greens on earth, rich in iron, magnesium, and antioxidants. But after 60, the story changes slightly. Spinach is high in oxalates, natural compounds that combine with calcium in the bloodstream. When the kidneys slow down with age, these tiny crystals may form and restrict blood flow, quietly increasing the risk of stroke or kidney strain. I once met a 70-year-old man who proudly ate spinach smoothies every evening. Yet he often woke up dizzy, with heavy legs. When he shifted his spinach to lunchtime and added more water, the symptoms faded within weeks. The lesson is simple. Spinach isn't the problem. Timing is. Eat it during the day, stay hydrated, and don't mix it too often with calcium supplements. When treated with respect, spinach still protects your muscles, heart, and brain like an old friend. Number 3, beetroot. Beetroot is one of nature's brightest gifts. a deep red root that once symbolized vitality and good blood. But after 60, it's a food that needs a bit more attention. Beets are rich in nitrates, which help open blood vessels and improve circulation. That's wonderful in moderation, but when combined with blood pressure medications or eaten in large evening meals, it can drop your blood pressure too low overnight. I remember one patient, a retired teacher, who loved beet salad for dinner. She often woke up dizzy, her heart pounding. When she switched her beets to lunchtime, her energy returned and her mornings felt lighter. Beetroot is powerful. It boosts stamina, protects the brain, and nourishes the heart. The key is timing. Enjoy it earlier in the day, pair it with some protein, and let your body absorb its benefits safely. Balance turns this beautiful root from risky to remarkable. Number 4, broccoli. Broccoli has long been praised as one of the healthiest vegetables on earth, a green guardian of the heart and mind. But after 60, its story changes. I once had a patient, a retired teacher, who proudly told me she ate broccoli every day for her bones. Yet her blood tests showed unstable clotting. The reason? Vitamin K. It helps the blood clot, a blessing when we're young, but tricky when combined with blood-thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin. It's not the broccoli that's harmful, it's the imbalance. One week she ate a lot, the next she skipped it, and her circulation paid the price. So, what's the lesson? Keep your intake steady. A small, consistent serving of broccoli a few times a week nourishes the body without confusing it. Balance, not avoidance, is the key to keeping both your heart and your brain safe. Number 5, garlic. Garlic has been called nature's medicine for centuries, lowering blood pressure, boosting immunity, and keeping the heart strong. But after 60, this humble spice can quietly cross the line between healing and harm. I once had a patient, a gentleman in his 70s, who took garlic capsules daily along with his prescribed blood thinner. One morning, he came in with small bruises on his arms and nosebleeds that wouldn't stop. The cause wasn't a mystery. It was too much of a good thing. Garlic naturally thins the blood, and when combined with medication, it can make your vessels fragile. The solution isn't to quit garlic, but to respect it. Use it in food, not in high-dose supplements. Cooked garlic still carries its warmth and benefits, but in a safer, gentler form. Like any good medicine, it's all about balance, not excess. Number 6, cabbage. Cabbage is one of those humble vegetables that has fed generations. Boiled, steamed, or tucked into soups on cold evenings. It feels safe, familiar, comforting. But after 60, even this gentle friend can turn tricky for some people. Cabbage belongs to the cruciferous family, rich in vitamin K, the same vitamin that helps blood clot. That's wonderful unless you're taking blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. I once had a patient who loved cabbage stew, but her medication levels became unstable because she ate large portions some days and none on others. The key isn't to avoid cabbage, but to stay consistent. A small serving regularly is far safer than extremes. When eaten in balance, cabbage still offers fiber, antioxidants, and compounds that support the liver and digestion. It's a simple reminder, even gentle foods deserve respect, and your body rewards consistency more than perfection. Number 7, corn. Many people see corn as comfort food, warm, familiar, and harmless. But after 60, this simple grain can quietly strain your circulation if eaten the wrong way. You see, corn acts more like starch than a vegetable. When digested, its natural sugars quickly turn into glucose, causing sudden spikes and drops in blood sugar. For younger adults, the body recovers easily, but for older adults, especially those with slower insulin response, these ups and downs can silently thicken the blood, tighten the arteries, and raise stroke risk overnight. I remember one of my patients, a 70-year-old man, who told me, "Doctor, I only eat healthy, just boiled corn every night." But his morning blood pressure and sugar readings kept rising. When he switched to eating corn only at lunch and paired it with protein or healthy fats like avocado or eggs, his energy stabilized and his circulation improved. The key isn't to cut it out, it's to eat it smarter. Number 8, eggplant. Eggplant has long been seen as a heart-friendly vegetable, soft, satisfying, and easy to digest. But after 60, this humble purple food can quietly cause trouble if your body's circulation is already fragile. That's because eggplant belongs to the Nightshade family, which contains compounds such as solanine. In small amounts, solanine is harmless, but in older adults, especially those with joint pain, nerve issues, or high blood pressure, too much can lead to inflammation, dizziness, or mild numbness. I remember a woman in her late 60s who loved grilled eggplant. She'd eat it several nights a week. Over time, she began feeling lightheaded in the mornings. When she reduced her intake and switched to steaming or roasting instead of frying, those symptoms disappeared. Eggplant can still be your ally. Just enjoy it moderately, well cooked, and earlier in the day so your body has time to process it. Number 9, onion. Onions bring flavor and warmth to nearly every meal, but after 60, this fragrant vegetable can sometimes play tricks on your blood pressure. The secret lies in a natural compound called quercetin, which helps dilate blood vessels and lower blood pressure. That sounds wonderful, right? But for older adults already taking blood pressure medication or blood thinners, too much quercetin can make the blood pressure drop too low, reducing oxygen to the brain and causing dizziness or fatigue, especially at night. I once had a patient, a retired teacher, who loved eating raw onion salads for dinner. She thought it was the healthiest choice, yet every morning she felt lightheaded. Once she switched to cooked onions at lunchtime instead, her energy and clarity returned. Cooking softens the sharp effects of onions and keeps your circulation steady. The lesson? Onions are still a gift from nature. Just enjoy them warm, balanced, and at the right time. Number 10, asparagus. Asparagus is often praised as a clean, elegant vegetable, light on the stomach and rich in nutrients. But after 60, it can quietly work against you if eaten at the wrong time. You see, asparagus is a natural diuretic, meaning it helps your body release water. For younger adults, that's harmless, but for seniors, it can lead to nighttime dehydration, thicker blood, and slower circulation, especially if you're already taking blood pressure or diuretic medication. I remember one of my patients, a 72-year-old man, who loved having grilled asparagus for dinner. He believed it was a healthy habit until one morning he woke up dizzy and weak. Once he switched to eating asparagus at lunch and made sure to drink enough water, those symptoms disappeared. Asparagus still offers wonderful benefits, so it's full of fiber, folate, and antioxidants. But timing is everything. Eat it earlier in the day, stay hydrated, and it will remain your ally, not your risk. My dear friend, as we reach the end of this journey, remember this: aging is not a loss, it's an evolution. Your body isn't giving up, it's simply asking for gentler care, wiser choices, and deeper understanding. Nature still wants to protect you. Every tomato, every leaf of spinach, every grain of corn can still bring you life and strength when you listen to your body and treat it with respect. Don't let fear steal the joy of food. Let knowledge guide you. Eat mindfully, stay hydrated, and move with gratitude every day. The secret to lasting strength isn't in a pill, and it lives inside awareness, balance, and kindness toward yourself. If this message touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to Pure Vital Life, and share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to download your free ebook with natural tips for healthy aging. The link is below. Stay strong, stay curious, and stay hopeful. Because every day you wake up, your body is still ready to heal, to grow, and to live.